Check, 1, 2, 2. Hey. Check, 1, 2, 2. Check, 1, 2, 2, 2.
It's The Local Show on KFSR.
Good evening and welcome to The Local Show. I'm Julie Logan.
Along with Brian German.
Thanks for tuning in or listening to our stream online at KFSR.org. We are very excited to welcome Shannon Ashley as our special guest artist tonight. Thank you for being here. Shannon is a very popular and busy girl.
That's always a good thing, I would imagine, in music.
Yeah, I guess so.
In the interest of full disclosure, we should probably mention that we know Shannon personally. I'm her neighbor, or I'm about to be her neighbor, which is exciting. Woo! And Brian, explain how you know her.
I know her from working on 2 of her music videos with Redwire Productions.
Yeah.
Each of them was just an awesome experience. I had fun.
Yes.
I'm not so sure how much fun it is standing in front of the camera, but it was a good time.
It was definitely interesting filming Waiting All Week, my song about skinny dipping in front of a bunch of crew guys, but it was a good time.
We will post links to those videos so everybody can see them. Yes, that's a secret talent of Brian's. He is an amazing videographer and a bunch of other stuff. And what's all your titles there?
Oh, you're going to make me blush now.
You're the grip, aren't you?
I wear many hats.
Okay. But we digress. Thank
Indeed.
you for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
So let's go ahead and just get some of the basic stuff for people that aren't as familiar with you as we are. Are you originally from Fresno? Did you grow up here?
Yes, I am. I'm from Fresno, went to Clovis West, love it. And obviously I tried to go away to school and I just ended up coming back just because I love it so much.
So after high school, you decided to branch out and go somewhere else?
Yeah, I followed in my brother's footsteps and tried to go to San Diego. And as much as they loved it, it just wasn't for me. I love San Diego to visit and to travel to, but Fresno is where I love to be. And that's why I came back, went to Fresno State. And
she's an alum.
Yep.
Welcome to the unofficial alumni club.
Well, I know that your recording name is Shannon Ashley, but you also happen to be part of the DeYoung family?
Yes, I have been in the home building business since the day I was born, and
they put you to work right
yes,
away?
They did.
Wow.
Except I never had to actually go and work on the job sites like my brothers did. My dad just let me answer the phone as the secretary, so he was a sweet guy. Yeah, I'm a daughter's girl, obviously, daddy's girl.
All right, so tell us, obviously there's a story there, but we want to know what made you decide to pursue music.
Both of my brothers are really into music, and when I was young, I was listening to Metallica and all sorts of rock, and they got into a rock band, and so I started to write lyrics and started to learn guitar, started singing. That was probably in elementary school and high school. Actually, when I was younger, I started a band called Glitter Girls with another girlfriend of mine. And what's weird is both of us are musicians today still. So
That's
it's
awesome.
kind of fun.
Really good.
But then I started performing in college. I got to perform at the Pit at Fresno State, and that was one of the first shows that I ever did that I was really excited about.
And I guess we should give a shout out because your brothers have a band as well.
They do. They don't really perform live anymore, but you can get their music. Their band is called Carpe Noctem.
Ooh, I think I have seen that before, so I just didn't make that connection.
Yeah, yeah, pretty exciting.
Well, what is also exciting is we understand that you've got a new release about to come out. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. I have an album that is available for pre-order today, and it's called Better Than Before. And this first song that I'm going to play is Better Than Before, the same name as the album, and it's featuring the former guitarist from Florida Georgia Line, Brian Bonds. He's amazing. So
wow, how did you get hooked up with that? That seems really, really cool to have a...
So it's actually a long story, but I can make it short. The producer for Better Than Before, I literally met at a Starbucks. I overheard him talking about music. I gave him my card. We started talking about Nashville because I go there fairly often to write. And Brian Bonds is his friend. So when we recorded this song, he knew that I wanted some rock and some country. And Florida Georgia Line definitely brings both of those aspects into it. So that's where we got him to come in and play on my song. So it was pretty cool.
How exciting. Boy, you were in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, seriously.
That is insane. Just, we met at a Starbucks.
Yeah, just grabbing some coffee, you know.
I've got a million other questions, but we should probably play a song first.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's hear the title track from Shannon Ashley's Better Than Before release on the local show 90.7 KFSR. That was Shannon Ashley's title track, Better Than Before.
Nice. Wow. That was sassy.
Thank you.
Sassy stuff. I like that.
Yep. Try to be a little edgy sometimes.
Totally fun. Okay, so while that song was on the air, we were talking about some fun shows that you've done. So, well, I'm not going to steal the story. You tell it.
Yeah. Well, I got to perform at the $5 concert in the park at Woodward Park, and one of my favorite songs on this next album it's not only just my favorite, it's because it's so emotional to me and very deep. I wrote that song because I was in Nashville, and I had my family on my mind, and one of my cousins and all four of my grandparents, they passed away. And so I really wanted to write a song that could relate to everybody, not just about, family passing, but more about, relationships being broken, friendships ending. And that sounds really dark, but really the song is actually really sweet and catchy and kind of has this punchy vibe. And even though it's slow, it's still kind of upbeat. So it's a really great song. It's called Never Be Too Far. And
so you were able to perform this with your family in the audience,
yes,
right?
Yeah. It was really hard to perform it live. I'd never performed it live before. And just the whole song, it's about never being too far from that person or whoever it is in your life. And I literally was trying not to cry. I don't cry that often. And it was really hard to sing and almost be crying.
Well, when you write from your gut and then you have to stand there on stage and perform it, you know, it's reasonable that you can become emotional. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
Let's do it then. It's Never Be Too Far from the CD Better Than Before. Shannon Ashley on the local show, 90.7 KFSR.
When I look up to the clear blue and I see those planes flying, I know this pain is not forever. I can't help but think of you and the look in your eyes when we said goodbye crying. You'll never be too far. It doesn't have to be so hard. When I got you on my mind, it's easy to erase the mountain. Still as close as we could be, could touch 1,000 memories. I'll be wherever you are. You'll never be too far. Seems like we were just in the water under that California sun, wasting time like we had it all. Suddenly I turned around, realized that time is gone. There's one thing that keeps the world from falling. You'll never be too far. It doesn't have to be so hard. When I got you on my mind, it's easy to erase the mountain. Still as close as we could be, could touch 1,000 memories. I'll be wherever you are. You'll never be too far. You'll never be too far. One day I'll be on my way. We'll be together again, and I can't wait till then. You'll never be too far. It doesn't have to be so hard. When I got you on my mind, it's easy to erase the mountain. Still as close as we could be, could touch 1,000 memories. I'll be wherever you are. I'll be wherever you are. You'll never be too far. When I look up to the clear blue and I see those planes flying, I know this pain is not forever.
90.7 KFSR. It's the local show. Shannon Ashley with Never Be Too Far. I love that. So
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Definitely understandable how that could be just a tad emotional trying to get that song out.
Exactly.
And I know that you have been influenced by your brothers growing up and their music and even collaborated a little bit with them. But what have been some of your other musical groups or people that you've worked with that you've had just an awesome time with?
Yeah, I love to perform with Sea of Sound. I write with them and I perform with them. So it's really a great experience. They're all amazing guys from Fresno. Zach Shu's the lead singer, and he has a really unique voice that I just want everyone to hear. And I know that one day they're just going to be huge. And I just want to be able to say, yes, I know them. So they're just amazing. Warren Whitehurst, he's one of the guitarists, and he's just really talented. He has perfect pitch. So you play any note on your guitar, he knows what it is, and he can play it too. So he's just a very talented musician as well. And I would love to play one of their songs.
We tend to dislike people like that, right? Perfect pitch.
I know. What the
And
heck?
that's not fair.
It's
I
not.
have no idea what that's even like.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And how did you get hooked up with them? Another Starbucks run-in?
No, I have known Warren because he went to Memorial and I went there my freshman year of high school. So I've known his family for a long time, but I saw them performing one time in Fresno and just rekindled our friendship. So
Very cool.
So I see that you have a Sea of Sound CD with you.
yes, I would love to play one of their songs called Rogue.
Alrighty, it's Sea of Sound with Rogue on local show 90.7 KFSR.
Dancing like we were stars, moving like a work of art. The streets will be our canvas and buildings watch as we color the night. I'll be singing a song, singing at the top of my lungs. The city has a symphony, because I want the world to see what we're meant to be. The world's apart, darling, I can feel you pulsing like a star. It breaks my heart to be forced to searching in the dark. On fire, we'll set it all aglow, yeah. Maybe then, yeah, maybe they will know. Yeah, we'll be running around like we were meant to be free. Yeah, we'll be running around, we'll be making history. The world's apart, darling, I can feel you pulsing like a star. It breaks my heart to be forced to searching in the dark. She's a searching in the dark.
Sea of Sound
Woo!
with Rogue on the local show, 90.7 KFSR.
Nice. Oh my gosh. That was really good. I'm
They-
glad you brought that in. We
Yeah.
need to drag those guys into the local show.
Yes, I'm not sure where they've been hiding, but yeah, we need to get them in here.
Wow. Have you been hiding them?
I feel like, yes, I've been hiding them, but it's now time for the world to hear about Sea of Sound. I'd love to play another song. It's one of Zach's favorites called Blush.
Awesome. Let's do it. It's Blush from Sea of Sound on the local show, 90.7 KFSR.
You're getting me so torn. I'm in between the center and say, but begging for more. And skin, oh, this skin. Intoxicating lover, you're flowing between my hands. Don't let me fall when you got me high. These eyes don't lie. I swear that I feel so alive. Yeah, I got nothing to hide. No, nothing at all. Blush. Oh, the tremble of lust's on your lips. Electric touch, a blur, a rush, call. All your senses were there. Don't let me fall when you got me high. These eyes don't lie. I swear that I feel so alive. Yeah, I got nothing to hide. No, nothing at all. I feel so alive. Yeah, I got nothing to hide. No, nothing at all. Blush.
It's the local show, 90.7 KFSR, and Blush from Sea of Sound. Thank you for bringing that stuff in. Wow,
course.
those guys are good.
Yeah, we definitely need to get them in here pretty soon.
I agree wholeheartedly. So, Zach, heads up, we're going to be calling you.
Shannon, you had mentioned that you go back and forth to Nashville. Do you get to play there often?
Yeah, so one of the last times that I went back to Nashville, I got to play at Tin Roof, and that is just a really cool place for musicians to go and hop up and do like a writer's round where you talk about your song, you play your song, and everyone is just very supportive of music. Obviously in Nashville, everyone's supportive at every place that you perform, but Tin Roof is really special to me. There's a lot of amazing, famous artists that have played there, so it was pretty cool to say that I got to play there too. And one of the songs that I played there one time was called I'm Thinking Maybe. And I wrote it with two of my friends that are songwriters in Nashville. Their company is called Big Tent Nashville. And their names are Cody Walden and David Reuter. They're amazing songwriters. And this one was a really fun, happy, lovey song to write with them one day. So it's kind of funny when you get two burly men in there, very Southern guys, crazy accents, and then you write this really heartfelt song. So...
All right, let's do it. I'm Thinking Maybe from Shannon Ashley on the local show, 90.7 KFSR.
I'm thinking maybe that I like it when you call me baby. Didn't know it first, but now I gotta hear it on the daily. I'm thinking maybe we're a little more than perfect. Forever's never easy, but it's damn sure worth it. 'Cause I fall in love with the way you say my name. I fall in love 'cause you always take the blame. I fall in love on a Sunday afternoon when it's me and you just being lazy. Is this the start of something crazy? I'm thinking maybe. I'm thinking maybe, yeah. I think it's crazy how you love to treat me like a lady. Never thought a gentleman would be the one to come and save me. I think it's crazy, might have ended up with something less. Can't always be lucky, but I'm damn sure blessed. 'Cause I fall in love with the way you say my name. I fall in love 'cause you always take the blame. I fall in love on a Sunday afternoon when it's me and you just being lazy. Is this the start of something crazy? I'm thinking maybe. We give this thing a shot, crazy. Yeah, we'd hear that a lot, baby. I don't ever wanna stop, no. 'Cause I fall in love with the way you say my name. I fall in love 'cause you always take the blame. I fall in love on a Sunday afternoon when it's me and you just being lazy. Is this the start of something crazy? I'm thinking maybe. I fall in love with the way you say my name. I fall in love 'cause you always take the blame. I fall in love on a Sunday afternoon when it's me and you just being lazy. Is this the start of something crazy? I'm thinking maybe. I'm thinking maybe, yeah. I'm thinking maybe. I'm thinking maybe,
I'm Thinking Maybe from Shannon Ashley on
Love
the local
it.
show, 90.7 KFSR.
As always, when we're in the middle of airing a song, we get some of the information that we want actually to talk about while we're on the air. So, Shannon, we were talking about writing and how you're really, really very focused on writing right now. First of all, do you write all of your music?
Yeah, I'm either co-writing or I write the entire song myself. I love to be a part of every process, recording, writing, performing. So having a part of each song that I record on my albums is the most important part to me. I don't want to just, have somebody else write it and me sing it. I really like to actually write it and have it be about my life even. So.
And plus you're more connected to it. And
of course.
It usually does come off a lot better.
I was just going to say, you can hear it in your music. You
Yeah.
can hear that you are a part of it from point A to point Z. That's awesome.
Well, that was my goal, so I'm glad you guys caught that.
We're there. We're on board. So what inspires you to write? Obviously, family has already been mentioned.
Definitely relationships as well. Anything that I've felt in the, my whole entire life, I try and bring into the writing room. And
do you have a process?
every co-write that I've done before has always ended up differently. I've wrote a song in 30 minutes. I've wrote a song in 2 days. So it just kind of depends with each person. But I love to just talk about what I want the song that we're about to write to be about. Sometimes I go in there and I just have a song title and I say, I want this song to be called whatever. And then I write a song about whatever.
So with you, do the lyrics usually come first or the music come first or both or backwards?
It could be both ways. It could be any way. Sometimes the music comes first or sometimes I just have this really catchy chorus melody and the lyrics. So then the lyrics come first. Or it's like we start playing the music and I start singing all at the same time and just come up with something on the spot. So
you're like, however it works.
Yes, whatever works to get a song
that
done.
I use.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I see that you do still have some more music in front of you. So what is it that we're going to hear next?
Well, I'd love to play one of my friends from high school, Omatola. She is now known as Lou Umbra, and I've known Omatola since high school, and she has just a powerful voice. She's very soulful. This is one of my favorite songs that she's ever done. It's so catchy, and even if you don't know who Ben is, you want to know him, and you want to know about why did he go to Hollywood and leave? So this is Ben Went to Hollywood by Lou Umbra.
On the local show, 90.7 KFSR.
It's racing down your neck, a cool whip being sweat. It's coming to stay your jeans. It's taking control of me. Well, hold me close and say that you need me. Hold me close. So wait till you feel me. Hold me close, and by then I shouldn't have to know whether your drug is fame or not. Why did you go to Alabama? You came back crawling, then you lost yourself, you lost your friends. They lost you way back when, and now you run and now you hide. You look undignified, and now you have nowhere to go. Hold me close and say that you need me. Hold me close, so wait till you feel me. Hold me close, and by then I shouldn't have to know whether your drug is fame or not, or not. You thought you'd be a big star. Look at you, look at you. You thought you'd drive fancy cars. Why did you go to LA band? You thought you'd be a big star. Hold me close and say that you need me. Hold me close, so wait till you feel me. Hold me close, and by then I should not have to know whether your drug is fame, whether your love is gain, whether Hollywood changed you or not.
Umbra with Ben Went to Hollywood.
Wow.
On the local show, 90.7 KFSR.
You're not kidding. She has a very soulful voice. That is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Very talented.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ben Went to Hollywood. Okay, so I agree. I want to know about Ben now.
I know.
But then you start talking about another Ben while we're playing this Ben song. So tell me about the other Ben.
Yeah, one of my other favorite musicians here in Fresno is Ben Batista, and he's performed with me for about 3 years now. We were in a rock cover band before, and he's in multiple bands, always at the same time, and it's really hard to get him to perform with me, but he definitely makes time, and he loves coming in to play country because he's not in another country band, and so it's really fun for him. But he is a bass player, a guitarist. He can do anything, really. He plays banjo when he plays with me sometimes.
Oh, fun.
So he's great. So he's in a band called the Suppressors, and they're just really talented. Would love to show one of their songs.
And I think Brian picked a song, right?
I
You let
did
Brian
indeed.
pick a suppressor
I let
song.
Brian pick, yeah.
This is Mrs. No Personality from the Suppressors on the local show, 90.7 KFSR.
Mrs. No personality, move on. You're not the girl for me, Mrs. No personality, move on. You run around town like you're bigger than life, but nobody knows you. They don't know your strides. I've met some keepers, and girl, you ain't one. You can't change your spots if you don't. Mrs. No personality, move on. You're not the girl for me, Mrs. No personality, move on. I don't know what people have said, but whatever it was, it went straight to your head. So wipe off that ink and loosen those dreads and lose all those lies you've been fed. Mrs. No personality, move on. You're not the girl for me, Mrs. No personality, move on.
Mrs. No Personality from the Suppressors. It's the local show, 90.7 KFSR.
Our guest tonight is Shannon Ashley. Thanks again for taking time out of your Sunday to be here.
Thank you for
I feel-
having me.
You're more than welcome. We're just happy to have you. I think we're doing this interview upside down because like all of the intro, we've like skipped over a bunch of stuff and we never had a chance to ask you about how you actually describe your style of music, maybe who your influences are, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I always like to say my top 3 influences are Fleetwood Mac, Miranda Lambert, and Paramore. And they're all super different, but they all have 2 important things in common that I like to include in my songwriting is really good melodies and really good harmonies. So I love having layers of harmonies in the songs that I write and just a really catchy melody. And I think my songs really embrace upbeat, catchy, fun, sassy a little bit of rock, a little bit of country, you know, kind of all those things in it.
So I know from talking to you at other times that really you're a fan of like all kinds of music.
Yes, I really am. My brothers really influenced me at a young age. I love Smashing Pumpkins. I love Metallica. Sometimes I like Korn. One of my favorite bands in high school was The Used. So I have a very interesting genre from what I liked back when I was younger. And now kind of all I listen to is country. So it's interesting when I write, I try and bring in, you know, all those elements of alternative rock into my country voice and songs now. So
I think that the more open-minded people are about music, the more well-rounded their music ends up sounding. No matter what genre you land in, if you're a big fan of everything.
It usually does work out a little bit better, so that way you're not, you know, just pigeonhole typical cookie-cutter country.
Exactly.
You've got all of these things that you draw upon, and I think it comes through pretty well.
So we talked about your brothers Ryan and Brandon being in Carpe Noctem.
Yes.
Which, by the way, we're going to have to dig up some stuff on that.
You will have to search for it.
But you've collaborated also.
Yeah. So my brother Brandon, he plays guitar and sings, and then my brother Ryan plays drums. And maybe one day we'll start a band together. We always try, but we just haven't had the time to get together and do music. But Brandon never thought he would be on a country song before, and here he is singing backup harmonies on one of my songs that I wrote in Nashville. And what's really nice is my connections in Nashville, I'm able to, if I can't make it back there again, I can record here in Fresno with some amazing, talented people that have studios in Fresno and have them send that over to my producer in Nashville. So it's pretty awesome, and Brandon was very reluctant at first, but I think he's happy with the way it turned out.
So I got to hear that conversation. So you went to him and said, "Hello, brother."
Yes.
What are you doing?
Basically, I just, gave him some food and candy and bribed him in that way, anything. I know he likes candy, so anything I could do to get him on that song.
That's all it took was food.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yep.
yeah, it's a guy.
It's a very strong motivator.
Yeah, I made him a sandwich, and there you go.
Trust me on this, Brandon. It'll sound good.
It'll be good.
It'll be good. You'll like it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't wait to hear it. This is also on the new CD, right?
Yes, it is. Yep.
All right, move on. It is Shannon Ashley on the local show, 90.7 KFSR.
Mama says you'll know when you know. She says you'll bring out the best in each other. And we sure as hell know that you are no good for me. I want what's best for you, but don't you dare try and drag me down too. Let's move on, baby, move on. We'll be happier, stronger, better without each other. Move on.
It's a local show, 90.7 KFSR. Shannon Ashley with brother Brandon.
Yes.
And Move On. Good stuff. Love that song too. And you know what? Brandon did a great job.
He's
I don't
got
know what he
some
was worried
lungs.
about.
Yeah, he's got a good voice.
Now, aside from the chance encounter at Starbucks, and that I'm going to be stuck on that for a while. What have been some of your other big breaks that you've been able to enjoy?
I think the most exciting thing so far, I'm always looking forward to the future and what will happen, but I just got to open up for the Swan Brothers at the concert in the park, and meeting them and talking to them and, hoping for the future, seeing what's going to come next was just a really great experience. And it's all about connections and who you know. And I'm so lucky to know all the songwriters that I know in Nashville and to have met the Swan Brothers. And they're just really nice guys. So genuine.
Okay. So I know that you also have like a full-time job that you do in your spare time.
Yes. I like to say that I have 2 full-time jobs because I put my heart into both of them 24/7. So I do the marketing for DeYoung Properties, and obviously I'm a country singer on the other part of it.
So you guys just wrapped up a major promotion with DeYoung.
Yes, we just gave away a home for St. Jude and the St. Jude Dream Home. We raised over $1 million. It was $1,075,100, and that is by far the most we have ever raised for St. Jude in 1 year in the past 8 years that we've been doing this Dream Home with KMPH. So
that's just fantastic.
That
I was
is a
watching you
lot.
guys last weekend. Yeah. Really, really amazing. And our good friends from Great Day also. We need to shout out to Kopi Soteropoulos and Kim Stevens. They always do such a good job. You guys were awesome. And that guy, why didn't we win the house?
Well, a guy named Brian won, so it's not that far off.
I was close.
When they pulled the winner's name out and they were like, and from Clovis, it's Brian. And I'm like, what?
It's Brian. Dang, not the same one.
That's funny.
I would have taken it.
You would.
Yeah.
No, but congratulations. That's a huge deal. So
Thank you.
You guys do great work.
Thank you.
But I know you're involved with other local charity efforts as well.
Yeah, so I'm involved in the Central Valley Make-A-Wish committee for an event called Wine, Women, and Shoes. And we just had it this past year, and we're excited for next year's. It was the first annual Wine, Women, and Shoes event. And it's just a great day for women to come relax, shop, have some wine, and support children that are going through a rough time. So I really encourage people to check out the Wine, Women, and Shoes event for next year. It was a great day to be a part of it.
So we'll post some information on the local show Facebook page about that as well. So you guys worked together on a couple of videos, right? You and Brian.
We did.
This
Indeed.
Brian.
He is a hard worker, let me tell you.
Well, we know that firsthand here at KFSR.
Yeah.
We abuse him daily, without weekends off, often.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing all kinds of great snapshots and, social networking things when you guys were doing those videos, and they looked amazing. And we're going to post links to those videos. But tell us about those experiences. They're looking at each other.
Who's going to talk first? We were able to film in Fresno, and I wanted to showcase a few places in Fresno that I really like to go to. And, it was really nice of them to let us film there. So we filmed at Elbow Room. We got to film up near Millerton Lake, and that was really fun in the foothills. And just seeing Brian run around. Anytime Chris said, go and get something, he was like sprinting. He was on top of it. He was just so happy and brought such a good vibe that day. It made it so much easier for me to stand there and repeat my song 500 times.
Good job, Brian.
Yeah, he did great.
I can definitely appreciate the difficulty of, that was great, but we're going to need to do it one more time.
Exactly. I felt like all of us were probably really annoyed with the song at the end of the day, but let's hear. We can hear it again, and maybe I won't be annoyed this time.
It's been a while since that.
Yeah, it's been a while
I want to
since
hear
this
it.
one.
Come on,
Yeah.
let's play it.
Alrighty, then this one we will go with Cheater from Shannon Ashley on the local show, 90.7 KFSR.
Why do I want what I know isn't right for me? When I asked, I figured you'd say no. But damn, I should have known. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Once a if it's all my fault. Why'd I expect a different result? And once a cheater, always a cheater. Once a cheater, always, it's over, it's done. I've already left you in the dust for someone new I can trust. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Once a cheater, always,
Shannon Ashley with Cheater on the local show 90.7 KFSR.
So one more song, right? We've got like 5 minutes left. So can we get one more song in?
Yes, this is another one that Brian helped on the music video you could find on YouTube called Waiting All Week. In parentheses, a little skinny dippin'.
Ooh.
Oh, now the details come out about why you were working on that.
It all makes sense.
Oh, so you didn't mention that part before.
When I'm on set, I'm on set.
Okay,
And it
all
stays
right.
there.
Yep, it stays on set.
Yeah, he's all right. That's your story and you're sticking to it. Let's hear the song. Okay, let's do this. It's Waiting All Week. Shannon Ashley on the local show 90.7 KFSR.
work, waiting on Friday, cray week, didn't go my way, phone's ringing, pulling in the driveway, baby, have you made it home? I'm gonna lose these heels, slip on my bare feet, grab my jorts and find me a short sleeve, tied and not showing off my belly ring, come on, I got a zip code, if you wanna go fishing, a radio, if you wanna have a listen, cold drinks, we ought to get sipping, been waiting all week for a little skinny dipping, got a flat rock, I say for skipping this cute swimsuit, that'll get your attention, cause I'm grinning, don't mean I'm kidding, been waiting all week for a little skinny dipping, hey. I'm gonna tiptoe through a school of meadows, play a little moonlight Marco Polo, swing from a rope hanging on an old oak. Come on, I got a zip code if you wanna go fishing, a radio if you wanna have a listen, cold drinks, we ought to get sipping, been waiting all week for a little skinny dipping, got a flat rock, I say for skipping this cute swimsuit, that'll get your attention, cause I'm grinning, don't mean I'm kidding, been waiting all week for a little skinny dipping. Well, come on, don't be shy, show me yours and I'll show you mine, come on, don't be shy, you got a zip code if you wanna go fishing, a radio if you wanna have a listen, cold drinks, we ought to get sipping, been waiting all week for a little skinny dipping, got a flat rock, I say for skipping this cute swimsuit, that'll get your attention, cause I'm grinning, don't mean I'm kidding, been waiting all week for a little skinny dipping, got a zip code if you wanna go fishing, a radio if you wanna have a listen, cold drinks, we ought to get sipping, been waiting all week for a little skinny dipping. been waiting all week for a little skinny dipping.
Shannon Ashley waiting all week on the local show, 90.7 KFSR.
Super good stuff. And apparently, Brian knows all the words to that song.
That is so true. He was singing, and I told him, you know what? You should do your own version.
And while Brian was singing along with the song, you were telling me an Italy story.
Yeah, so not many people get to say they have, let alone one, cousins in Italy, and I have a lot of family over there. And but two, I also got to play on the beach one day near the Adriatic Sea, and it just would have been, I was thinking about it while we're listening to this song about skinny dipping, how funny it would have been if we all went skinny dipping that night. We didn't, but now I kind of wish we did. But it's pretty cool to be able to, you know, play guitar and have all these people who don't even understand English listen to me sing, and for some reason still really like it. You know, they don't know what I'm saying.
And hear
but,
you play on a beach in Italy.
I mean, let's all go. Yeah, I'm in.
We're completely out of time. We need to get some contact information from you, and we need to find out when people can come see you play live.
Yeah, so my next show will be Thursday, December 11 at Fulton 55. It's going to be my Better Than Before CD release party. And then to find me, I'm on Facebook, so you can do facebook.com/Shannon Ashley Music. You can go to my website, shannonashleymusic.com. You can find me on Instagram, Shannon Ashley Music, and Twitter is the only one that's different. It's twitter.com/Sashi Music, which is SASHeymusic.com.
Awesome. And we will get all that posted on the local show Facebook page as well. Thank you for taking time out of your Sunday to be here.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure.
And I do look forward to getting the call for the next music video.
All right.
Because I know that there probably will be one because these songs are great.
I'm already thinking about it. Don't you worry.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for joining us. We'll be back next Sunday night at 8 o'clock for another edition of The Local Show on KFSR. Thanks for listening.
KFSR presents The Local Show every Sunday evening from 8 till 9. For a complete program schedule, visit KFSR.org.
Check 1 2 2. Hey. Check 1 2 2. Check 1 2 2 2.
It's The Local Show on KFSR.
Good evening and welcome to The Local Show. I'm Julie Logan.
Along with Brian German.
Thanks for tuning in or listening to our stream online at KFSR.org. We are very excited to welcome Shannon Ashley as our special guest artist tonight. Thank you for being here. Shannon is a very popular and busy girl.
That's always a good thing, I would imagine, in music.
Yeah, I guess so.
In the interest of full disclosure, we should probably mention that we know Shannon personally. I'm her neighbor, or I'm about to be her neighbor, which is exciting.
Woo.
And Brian, explain how you know her.
I know her from working on 2 of her music videos with Redwire Productions.
Yeah.
Each of them was just an awesome experience. I had fun.
Yes.
I'm not so sure how much fun it is standing in front of the camera, but it was a good time.
It was definitely interesting filming Waiting All Week, my song about skinny dipping, in front of a bunch of crew guys, but it was a good time.
We will post links to those videos so everybody can see them. Yes, that's a secret talent of Brian's. He is an amazing videographer and a bunch of other stuff. And what's all your titles there?
Oh, you're going to make me blush now.
You're the grip, aren't you?
I wear many hats.
Okay. But we digress. Thank you
Indeed.
for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
So let's go ahead and just get some of the basic stuff for people that aren't as familiar with you as we are. Are you originally from Fresno? Did you grow up here?
Yes, I am. I'm from Fresno, went to Clovis West, love it. And obviously I tried to go away to school and I just ended up coming back just because I love it so much.
So after high school, you decided to branch out and go somewhere else?
Yeah, I followed in my brother's footsteps and tried to go to San Diego. And as much as they loved it, it just wasn't for me. I love San Diego to visit and to travel to, but Fresno is where I love to be. And that's why I came back, went to Fresno State. And
she's an alum.
Yep.
Welcome to the unofficial alumni club.
Well, I know that your recording name is Shannon Ashley, but you also happen to be part of the DeYoung family?
Yes, I have been in the home building business since the day I was born, and
They put you to work right
yes,
away?
they did.
Wow.
Except I never had to actually go and work on the job sites like my brothers did. My dad just let me answer the phone as the secretary, so he was a sweet guy. Yeah, I'm a daughter's girl, obviously, daddy's girl.
All right, so tell us, obviously,